Canadian Sport Fishing is brought to you by Rapala, premium fishing gear crafted from experience. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. Dickies, guaranteed workwear since 1922. Lucky Strike, more fish bite with a Lucky Strike.
This is wonderful. I'm here with Itamar, and we're actually fishing in the south part of Israel. We're fishing out of Eilat. This is the Red Sea, and this is kind of unique because we're in Israel, but we have Jordan just to the east of us, Saudi Arabia southeast, and then we have Egypt that's southwest, just on the other side of that white building. And we're fishing for a variety of saltwater fish. Now, Itamar, you said that the sword fishing has been very good the last 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. How big do some of the swordfish get that are in the Red Sea?
Some of them are more than 100 kilo.
That's big. We don't get them that big normally in North America. What are some of the other fish that you catch when you fish out here?
Amberjack, giant trevally, kingfish is up.
Now, what do you think this is?
I think it's trevally.
Okay. He's close. Yeah, it's a trevally. You're right. It's a nice one. Okay, you know, if you put that over your hand, like through, just in case it doesn't. We're using a little boa to land him. Now, you know he's going to splash a lot when we get up, so you be careful. Nice fish. Now, how big do some of the trevally get, Itamar?
Some of them are coming to...
Be very careful.
It's a trevally.
Won't fit?
We're going to walk with it.
Okay, you bring him up. That is a beautiful fish. I bring him right in the boat. I'm going to put my glove on, and I'm going to grab it by the tail. How heavy do you think this one is?
15 kilo.
15 kilo? 30 pound. That's a nice trevally. Now, I have pliers if you need the pliers. See them right here?
To take him out?
Yeah, take the pliers out so we can get the hook out. Beautiful fish. Just be careful if your head shakes. Now, these are big fish, so you have to be careful. The one thing we should explain to them, Itamar, is how sharp the fish are, even here. I have this glove, but you have to be so careful you don't get cut there. Now, is it okay if we release him? Or did you want to keep him? This is where they're having a discussion in Hebrew. Does he want it?
Yeah.
Okay, because they love to eat these fish. Isn't that a gorgeous fish? Right here from the Red Sea, Eilat, Israel. When you're fishing saltwater anywhere in the world, you really should have the right gear with you, using saltwater rods and reels, and change all your lures to saltwater hooks. Now, some of the lures that we brought have saltwater hooks, but unfortunately, I just brought my heaviest freshwater fishing gear. So what I'm holding up here is a classic trolling rod. This particular one is designed to be used for divers, dipsy divers, when we're trolling. So you can see the rod is rated from 17 to 30 pound test line. And this particular one has roller guides all the way up because it's designed for trolling. But you know what? I can also fish it for jigging here in salt water. And then what I've done, I've matched this with a counter reel. It's an RSC counter reel. So you can see that the counter is right there. So every time before I drop my lure, and in this case I'm going to be vertical jigging, I'm just going to zero my counter. Okay, and the line that I've got on here is 80 pound test titanium braid. So it's very heavy line with a wire leader. Now, when you're fishing in salt water, especially for some of the fish that tend to feed on deeper water bait fish, using vertical jigging spoons like this Williamson is very important. You can see that it's got a bit of a contoured edge. Okay, so this part is almost scoured out, but this is very heavy. It probably weighs about 300 grams. And back in Canada, most of the time when using a jig, you hook it so that the hook is pointing down and the fish can hit it. But here in saltwater, so that you don't get hooked on the bottom, this is actually the right way to hook the jig, the vertical jig.
Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes.
We were using a bottom bouncer with a leech. He was 11.5 pounds. I reeled him in all by myself, and we ate him afterwards. I love to fish with my mom and dad because they always support me even when I outfish them.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. It's free, and you can win some great prizes.